I'm sure many of you must have heard about this term messy play. Messy play is also called as sensorial play, and they both mean one and the same. In messy play, the child tries to use his senses beautifully, especially his sense of touch. Typically, a messy play is when the child jumps in the puddle of water, plays with the sand or mud, and likes to collect the leaves or twigs which are lying around. Remember, messy play doesn't mean unhygienic play, neither it means that you giving child some dirty toys to play. Well, in current scenario, it is little difficult for your children to step out of the house and do such activities. Although many children are craving, especially those places where there are rains. So what can be done? We can inculcate an environment at home wherein the child can do messy play in a beautiful manner. Although it might increase some workload on us, but still we can give it a try. It is not necessary to do messy play on everyday basis. You can do once in a while whenever you have free time. So what all materials can we do? One is bubble bath, second is kinesthetic sand, third is play-doh, fourth is your usual dough which is lying down in the kitchen. If you feel the child is too excited with these materials, then you can create a dedicated environment wherein you can tell them that this bathroom is meant for messy play and today I am giving you certain materials and you have to play only here. Or you can give them kitchen sink as well. For preschoolers and older children, we can give paints also. That's also a beautiful medium of messy play. Why do we talk or encourage so much of messy play? There are a lot of advantages of messy play. For example, when your child is in the bath of bubble and you give them certain materials, maybe you hide certain toys in the bubble bath or you give them a lot of different type of containers, say different type of mugs. They learn about measurements, they learn about size and shape and lot of other things. I can say with my own personal experience, my daughter can spend at least 30 to 40 minutes in bubble bath. It's an excellent medium of creative development. You take any messy play item, whether it's clay or whether it's dough or whether it's paint, there is no end result of it. The child can play the way he wants, and this increases the self-esteem of the child, increases the curiosity of the child, and imagination of the child also increases. Third is physical development of the child. Any sort of messy play can help your child to develop his fine motor skills and his gross motor skills also. Like for example, if your child is too much into mess, he can jump in that, and this enhances the large muscles of his body. Fourth is cognitive development. Your child learns about cause and effect. So he learns automatically that if I mix these two colors, I will get the third color. He learns that if I put more water into the paint, then the paint will become more running. When they start rolling the clay in this shape, they know that I will form a small ball out of it. And if I roll it in this shape, I might make a vertical strip out of it. So this is cause and effect. I'm just giving you one example of each. Of course, it all depends on how your child is using, and depending on that, the advantages and benefits are maximum. There is excellent eye-hand coordination when the children use any material related to messy play. Emotional development. It's a beautiful medium to release your pent-up emotions. Not only for children, even for you. The day when you feel too irritated or bored, you can just remove some colors and just create a mess out of it, and see, you will feel so light and relaxed. So these are proven benefits of sensorial or messy play activity. Now if you have infants at home, that is somebody from 6 to 12 months of age, you can give different textures to your child. Say a silk cloth, different type of dupattas, cotton ball. Someday you can give them scrub, loofah, a brush, and let them explore all the textures. You can make sensory bags for your infant. They are easily available on Google in terms of how to make. Buy simple Ziploc bags and put various type of materials in each bag and let the child feel it. Or you can take simply 2 plastic bottles or plastic bottles and put different temperature of water, cold water in one, warm water in other, and let your infant hold both the bottles. So these are the few examples for infants. For toddlers and preschoolers, like I already said, above examples, we can use all of these, that is bubble bath, paint, dough, clay dough. For older children, we can encourage use of pottery, gardening. They will enjoy, and it's a highly stimulating activity for senses. Over here, I would also like to add slime. Slime is something which all children love these days, and it is easily available in the market. Encourage the use of slime because again, it's a beautiful sensorial activity. So in the end, messy play or sensorial play is for all the age group. Do not think if your child grows up, he shouldn't do any messy play. In fact, he should do more because his emotions are developing. He needs to write faster as the writing skills needs to be tip-top. So all these activities will help him to enhance all the areas of development that I just mentioned. So this is about it. I hope that from today, you will create an environment at home which can allow your child to do some kind of messy play. In the end, I would just like to say that in case you feel that it's very difficult for you to inculcate any of these activities, you can simply allow your child to help you in cooking, especially baking. When a child bakes a cake, when the child sieves something even with his hand, these are also sensorial activities. Other kitchen items that you can use is pulses or beans. You can simply tell the child to transfer the pulses with his palm from one container to the other, put from one bowl to a jar. This is how the child learns about measurements also. So there are no mess in this activity. You can keep big plates or trays beneath you, beneath those materials, so that it doesn't create much of mess. Apart from this, there are a couple of other activities which are available online. If you type messy play for children, you will get list of activities and you can choose whatever you wish to choose for your children. However, even if you do these many activities, it's a boon for your child. So this is it from my side. I hope you like this video. Please pour in a lot of comments, share with your friends, and also subscribe to our channel so that you get notification. Thank you so much. Stay home, stay safe.